Hi everyone. You all are good. We are here for grade 3 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 3 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter multiplication fluency, and the lessons we're going to cover today are multiplication tables for 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10, multiplication facts for 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10, true or false, multiplication facts for 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10, find the missing, multiplication tables for 6, 7, 8, and 9. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Where I'm on grade 3 math, the chapter we're on right now is multiplication fluency. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is multiplication tables for 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10. Let's just start with the first one, that is multiply 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So let's just start with the multiplication tables. 5 times 4, 5 times 4 equals 5 times 4 is 20. Option number 1 is the correct option. So if you're still not good with multiplication, now it's time to learn the multiplication tables. They are very important. You're good with multiplication also and division also. So multiplication tables are very important. 10 times 2 or 2 times 10, which is the correct option. Very good. 2 times 10 equals 20. Option number 2 is the correct option. 28 is. Option number 2 is the correct option. The next one is 1 times 5. 1 times 5 equals 1 times 5 equals. Whenever you multiply any number with 5, the number stays the same, whatever number it is. 1 times 5 is 5. Option number 2 is the correct option. Eight times 3. 8 times 3 is either you do 3 times 8 or either you do 8 times 3. 8 times 3 is 24. Option number 2 is the correct option. 10 times 5 equals 10 times 5 equals 50. It is option number 2 is the correct option. Very good. 10 times 5 is 50. 3 times 4 equals 3 times 4 is 12. Option number 2 is the correct option. 12 it is. 5 times 9 equals 5 times 9 is 45. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 45. Two times 2 equals 2 times 2 is 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself maybe today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is multiplication facts 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10 true or false. Is the number sentence true or false? 5 times 7 equals 28. Is it true or false? Okay. 5 times 7 is 28. False it is because 5 times 7 is 25. Sorry, 35. If both sides are not equal, then the given sentence is false. Okay, you have 5 times 7. 5 times 7 is 35. 35 is not equal to 28, right? So false it is. Let's just start with the test questions. Is the number sentence true or false? 2 times 7 equals 14 and 14 is equal to 14. So true it is option number 1 is the correct option. That is true. Is the number sentence true or false? 2 times 1 equals true. 2 times 1 equals 2. True it is option number 2 is the correct option. That is true. Is the number sentence true or false? 5 times 5 equals 28. Is it true or false? 5 times 5 is 25 and 25 is not equal to 28. False it is. Option number 2 is the correct option. Is the number sentence true or false? 5 times 3 equals 15. Is it true or false? True it is. Is the number sentence true or false? 2 times 9 equals 2 it is. 2 times 9 equals 18. That is great. 10 times 3 equals 10 times 3 equals 27. That is false. Option number 2 is the correct option. 10 times 8 equals 80. Is it true or false? Ten times 8 is 80. That is true. Option number 1 is the correct option. Is the number sentence true or false? 5 times 7 equals 28. Five times 7 equals 28. False it is. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later. Let's just move on to next lesson. Multiplication facts of 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10. Find the missing factor. Fill in the missing number. Three groups of dash equals 15. We need to find 3 times what number is 15. Three times 5 is 15. Let's just start with the test question. Fill in the missing number. How many groups of 4 equals 12? Like 4 times what number is 12? Which number is it? Four times what number is 12? That is 3 times 4 is 12. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 3. Fill in the missing number four times, four groups of what equals 20. Like four times what number is 20? Four times five is 20. Option number one is the correct option. Fill in the missing number. How many groups of 3 equals 15? That is 3 times 5 is 15. Option number 2 is the correct option. Fill in the missing number. 3 group of dash equals 6. So which number is missing? Mm, 3 times 2 is 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. How many groups of 5 equal 10? 5 times what number is 10? That is 2 times 5 is 10. Option number 2 is the correct option. Fill in the missing number. 2 groups of dash equals 8. So which is the correct option? Two groups of 4 equals 8. 2 times 4 is 8. Option number 2 is the correct option. How many groups of 5 equal 25? So, which is the correct option? That is 5 times 5 is 25. Option number 2 is the correct option. How many groups of 2 equals 4? That is 2 times 2 is 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself. Everything let me just move on to next lesson. That is multiplication fact tables for 6, 7, 8, and 9. But let's just start with the test questions. 6 times 0 equals 6 times 0 is 0, and the number when multiplied with 0, the answer is 0. 8 times 7 equals 8 times 7 is 56. Option number 1 is the correct option. 9 times 2 equals 9 times 2 is 18. Option number 2 is the correct option. 7 times 6 equals that is 42. 7 times 6 is 42. Option number 2 is the correct option. 1 times 8 is 1 times 8 is 8. Option number 2 is the correct option. 9 times 3 is 27. Option number 2 is the correct option. 0 times 7 is 0. Option number 2 is the correct option. 0 times 8 is 0. Option number 2 is the correct option. 6 times 4 is 6 times 4 is 24. Option number 2 is the correct option. 7 times 7 is 49. It is option number 2 is the correct option. 9 times 5 is 9 times 5 is 45. Option number 1 is the correct option. 9 times 1 equals 9 times 1 equals 9. Option number 2 is the correct option. 5 times 8 is 5 times 8 is 40. Option number 2 is the correct option. 6 times 3 equals. That is 18. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself. So we were working on grade 3 math. Chapter we were working on is multiplication skill builders. The lessons we have covered today are multiplication tables for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Multiplication facts for 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10 true or false. Multiplication facts for 2, 3, 4, and 5 missing factor, and multiplication tables for 6, 7, 8, and 9. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. Or either you can write down the questions in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Any questions? No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.